My name is Nigel Monique, your host, and you are tuned in to Beats and Eats, the show that combines culture and cuisine. Today, I'm in West Columbia, South Carolina at Brickhouse Coffee, a coffee shop known for its amazing, robust coffee and Southern hospitality. Let's go inside and meet the owner. So I'm here with Kera, the owner of Brickhouse Coffee. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, thanks. How are you?
I'm great, thank you.
Good.
So what was your inspiration behind opening up this coffee shop?
So my inspiration behind opening the coffee shop was actually, I guess it was based off my experience of going to local coffee shops myself. I never had, like, growing up, a passion for wanting to do a coffee or any of that, but I was a business major, so eventually opening a business was my passion until I was finishing up my graduate program. I was going for finance, and we used to go to this little Nigerian-owned cafe in Harlem back in New York, and that's where it all sparked. Yeah.
Okay, so you're not from South Carolina.
Born and raised in New York.
Born and raised. So how'd you get here?
So I was actually on my way to Atlanta. I had some family that moved down there, so I was like, all right, to get closer to them, I would continue in finance, which I was doing, or use this opportunity of starting something I may, grow a good passion for. So I spent about 3.5 years writing a business plan for Brickhouse, which is based in Atlanta. And then I have family here as well. So it's like, hey, come down to South Carolina and then go get to Atlanta.
Right.
And part of me wasn't so sure about it, but I took the jump, came to South Carolina, and realized this is the place I need to be all along.
It's really beautiful to take that leap, because you never know where it's going to take you.
Right.
And once you start to flap your wings, you see
That's
how
right.
far you can actually go.
That's right.
And I really love that. So I see that the Brickhouse is family owned. Is this a legacy that you're creating with it?
I would like for it to be, I would like for it to be something that definitely continue supporting when I'm long and gone, because as we all know, whatever it is we're passionate about, we can't take with us.
Exactly.
Right? So, we can love it while we're here, but when it's time to go, you can't take it with you. So I hope that this is something that is built strong enough and long enough that the legacy does continue.
So do you plan on expanding Brickhouse?
I got some plans.
Okay. And last question, what sets your coffee apart from everybody else's coffee?
What sets it apart is many things. Coffee is coffee. Food is food, right? It's how it's prepared as far as recipe goes, but the care and love that stands behind it.
Okay.
Right? And, what sets it apart is that I like to consider ourselves as, like, we don't have customers, we have community.
Yes.
And I think that's what sets us apart most.
I love that, because it makes people want to come here.
Yeah.
When you know them by name,
Right.
or, you know their order.
That's right.
And it's a really intimate space.
Yes.
You have the books. It's very calm. It's very serene. It's very welcoming.
Yes.
So I can see how Brickhouse would be that staple that stands out
That's
amongst
right.
all the other coffee shops.
That's right.
Thank you, Kera.
Oh, thank you.
Here with Tam the Viibe, an amazing artist in Columbia, South Carolina. You can read more about her story in my magazine, Rhythm and Muse, coming out soon. Tam, how you feeling today?
I'm pretty good.
That's good.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here.
That's no problem. No problem at all.
So tell me a little bit about your music journey.
My music journey. I was just a kid with the radio on all the time. My grandfather always had vinyls in the house, and it started from there. I grew up through the 90s or whatever.
Yeah.
So
The golden era.
right. So I got to watch hip hop evolve and grow and become what it is. I really was just writing poems. At first, I probably seen like Queen Latifah and MC Light, and I'm like, girls rap.
They do rap.
Girls
Pretty damn good too.
Right. The Brat came out, and that blew my mind.
Yeah.
'Cause I always been who I've been.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So like seeing the Brat and feeling like I saw myself in her. Kind of what made me be like, you know what? I think I want to try to rap too. I'm still a kid, but I'm just writing my little rhymes and those type of things. But I didn't have like I come from Pawleys Island, town off the coast of South Carolina, so like there wasn't like a hip hop scene or any type of like real music scene for me to get into. So it was just all like a kid just in their room, you know, listening to music. I made my mom buy me like a karaoke machine so I could have a mic and run stuff. You know what I'm saying? So like it wasn't like I had a scene to go to or even see somebody that was doing anything, you know, like I wanted to do. So I just kind of stuck with the poetry. I would always still be writing. Once I got to be like a senior in high school or so, like that's when it was like I could maybe try to do this. So I was dancing at a basketball game.
Not you out here dancing.
Harlem shaking at a basketball. I was Harlem shaking at a basketball game. These boys just started rapping. So I just started saying whatever I could remember to recite. And the person that was DJing that particular basketball game, his name is DJ Dynamite. I always try to give OG his flowers.
Got to. You got to give everybody their flowers.
Yeah, at the time, this is like when PD Pablo was coming out, right? So Dynamite was actually PD Pablo's road DJ.
Okay.
So he heard me rap and he was just like, yeah, come to the house. So I'm like, oh man, I get to record. He lived in Georgetown. Georgetown's like the sister town to Pawleys Island.
Okay.
So I go out there like over the mountains and through the woods. I'm thinking, boy, if my mom knew where I was at, boy, my mama whooped my ass, man. She don't even know where I am. I lied and said I was at a cousin's house in Georgetown.
Terrible.
Terrible. He had a shed like set up with his studio equipment, and he made me some beats right then and there.
Wow.
But we didn't get to record though.
Okay.
He went out on the road. But before he went out on the road, he was just like, I'm gonna pair you with this other guy. I like to always give people their flowers. His name is Adrian Arthur, and he lived in Georgetown. He made beats, the studio set up, all that. So I go to his house. Now I'm 17 and another grown ass man. My mama don't know where the hell I am.
Just out here.
Out here. Cause like I'm like, dang, if I can record, I'm gonna do it.
Right.
So I go to his house. He made a beat right on the spot. I wrote right then, and we recorded right then. It was probably like a minute long. I had a cassette tape. It was probably like giving all my age away. I had a cassette tape. That was like the trophy for me. Like I went back to school that next day in my car. That's all you heard was just playing that one little, and it was like a minute. It wasn't even long. It probably wasn't even a full verse, but over and over and over again. Like, so that's kind of where I started. I put the pen down when I was like 18, 19.
Why?
I remember writing in my room and I was just like, I'm not saying nothing. Like I could always put words together. I always had pretty extensive vocabulary. But I knew the type of artist that I wanted to be. I knew that like if I had the opportunity to say something, I want to like say something. And then like one of my favorite artists in this world is Mary J. Blige.
Hey, we love Auntie.
Love Mary, because Mary, she can speak for whatever emotion that you have.
Yes.
She has a song for that.
I know that you love her song, My Life.
Yeah.
How does that really affect you? Why is that the song that you connect to the most with Mary?
I think because it's just so vulnerable.
It is.
The mood of it, it's like reflection.
Yeah.
I think that was probably one of the first times I heard somebody, be that deep, whether it be rap or R&B or whatever it was. I was just like, man, like you can really say these things and affect people, because all of your favorite artists, if you think about your favorite artists, they're your favorite artists because they resonate with something within.
Exactly. Something you can connect to, something that you're like, yes, I see myself in you and that's why I like you the way I like you. Exactly. So I definitely get that.
So that's kind of the artist that I want to be. And then I was like the biggest DMX fan, which is,
R.I.P. DMX.
R.I.P. DMX. R.I.P. But listening to him and the passion that he delivered with, and then I remember the first time I heard The Prayer on his first album. I'm like, you can do that? You pray?
Exactly.
And hip hop?
And Ken, he's on stage crying on his prayers and on his knees and giving all glory to God.
Just being full all
as a thug artist.
right?
Yeah.
Being vulnerable, and you know, even though he has all these different songs and things of that nature, but like he goes back to what he knows,
Exactly.
keeps him in this world and keeps him, you know, anchored. I was like, if I'm going to be that type of artist, I gotta live and experience things. So that's why I stopped, and I just went out in life, lived,
Get them experiences.
get the experiences, and then after that, I was probably like 25, 26.
Oh, so you put the pen down for a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I was living like I went to college. I went into the military. I moved here to Colombia.
Okay.
I was working a full-time job. I was doing Army Reserve stuff.
That's a lot.
I was going to USC full-time. And I was promoting parties. I was in the clubs.
Oh, okay. You was that person.
I was that person. So I was moving around a lot, but then I just kind of caught the bug then. And I was like, you know what? This is what made me feel good.
Yeah.
This is how I release.
And you, it's in you. You have no choice but to release it.
Yeah, and it's a gift, right? Because everybody on earth, we're all creatives. You know, we all have these gifts. And I definitely believe that we're here to love and serve with our gifts.
Exactly.
So, you know, it was also like, you know, I got to use it before I lose it, because I also believe in that too. Like, if you don't use your gifts, they'll go away.
It's energy.
Yeah, it's definitely energy. So I just typed stuff, and then I did a mixtape, like, but I wasn't serious about it. You know, but it still went over well, because like I can rap. Like that's like that's one of the things that I've always been very confident about. Like, I can rap. You know, because my thing, even when I was little, when I was young, my thing was I don't want to be a good girl rapper. I just want to be a good rapper.
Period. Exactly. They gotta be the female rapper. No, you ain't rapper. They gotta be that.
I'm a rapper. Yeah, like I never wanted anybody to just be like, yeah, she's good for a girl.
No.
I'm just good, and I can sit
Period.
at any table with anybody and do what I want to do. So from there, I just started trying to find my bag. You know, beats. I really had to learn how to write hooks though.
What makes writing a hook a little difficult than writing a verse?
Well, now it's not difficult.
Okay.
I'm like the queen of hooks now.
Okay.
I think at the time, just kind of understanding that if you have like a great beat selector, you gotta, because a hook is a hook.
A hook is gonna grab them.
Yeah, that's why it's called a hook. It's supposed to hook them.
Exactly.
You know, so I realized like a lot of my favorite songs, like it was just something like even if you don't know the words to the verses, you know the hook and you can recite that over and over again. So it was more so about when you're like MC conscious, when you're verse conscious, it's like I gotta say the hardest thing, the best lines, but now it's like the hook gotta be a little more loose, gotta be a little more fun.
Yeah.
It has to, you know, hook people.
Right.
So that was your thing. So I kind of stopped writing verses for like a month or two, and all I wrote was just hooks. Hooks.
You really had a process.
Yeah, I had a process because, you know, when you want to be good at something, you practice.
You got to.
You practice. So I got good with the hooks, and I was like, all right, let's try an album. So I put out Highlight Volume 1. It was long as hell. It was probably like, I'll never do that again.
How long was it?
Probably like 16, 17 songs.
That's a lot. That's a lot. Especially now.
That's a lot of songs. Yeah, but I was just recording. I was proud of what I did because I knew I was speaking from my heart. I knew I had songs on there that people could just vibe to, but I had songs on there that people would think, reflect. I write for me, but then also in the hopes that once people hear what I'm saying, like they feel like less alone in the world, you know, because as human beings, we internalize, you know, we get to thinking, whoa, I'm the only one dealing with this.
Right.
I'm the only one that felt this way.
Right.
You know, but now, like, we're a whole lot more alike.
Absolutely. I feel like the internet has showed us that, especially TikTok. You go on there, people tell stories, they show their lifestyle. It's like, we all live the same life. Or you look at like Black family memes, and you're like, we all have lived the same. Our moms like the same ice cream. They do the same. They do the same thing. So we are more like than we give ourselves credit for.
Yeah.
But I think we have such an individualistic mindset that we always shut ourselves off to that community that we do have with one another.
Right.
So I love that you.
Because that's like the evil of social media, right? Because on social media, everything's perfect. Everybody's perfect.
Yep.
You know, nobody broke.
Exactly.
Everybody will play. Ain't nobody getting their feelings hurt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I think that's also the thing, because nobody wants to be that person. Nobody wants to deal with the hurt or the shame or the, you know, saying like, I don't have it right now, or, you know, whatever the case may be. And that's just not real. You know, that's
can't nobody can really connect or relate to that. So they'll look at you and be like, well, I can't really relate to that, or I really don't resonate with that because that's not me. I don't live that life. But when you say, look, I ain't got it like that. I'm sad. I feel these emotions. I'm this way too. Then it's just like, okay.
Right. And then
I see myself in this person. We're talking about being relatable and, you know, you really connecting with your audience because you speak that real and that relatability because you are more vulnerable in your rap. So what is the message that you want to put out there to people?
That you can overcome. Life is very much about how you decide to carry it. You know, because I've been through things. I've been through traumatic things. You know, I've had to go see the lady a couple times.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep going to see it if I need it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we've all had those moments where, you know, we fall short, and not for the world, just for ourselves. But at the end of the day, you know, it's a decision on how you carry that weight or not carry the weight at all.
Right.
You don't have to be anybody but who you are. And at the end of the day, I really believe in loving and serving people. You know, regardless to what you do or what your gift is. I saw a girl on Twitter. She's a lawyer, and she was saying how she was coming out the courthouse. This guy just walked up to her and was like, you know, are you a lawyer? And she's like, yeah. And he was like explaining this case, and he was just like, I don't have a lot of money, but you know, I need help, whatever. So she just did whatever he needed done pro bono, and it worked out for him. And he had just cashed after some money, you know. And I was just,
I got you. I love that.
You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, see, that's what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
Loving and serving people with whatever gift that you have. Whether you like a mechanic, you fix cars, you never know. One day somebody might be in dire need, and you can really help them out and be like, you know what, just go do what you need. That's what I want people to get out of my music.
I know that we're gonna have a performance from you a little later, and I know that you are with the creative community called Black Nerd Mafia. So tell me a little bit about Black Nerd Mafia.
Oh, that's the tribe. You know, Black Nerd Mafia. The branding is owned by Quasi Brown.
Okay.
That's I always tell people I'm like the Robin to his Batman. I'm just in the background lurking, whisper in his ear. You know, tell him do that. Now that's cool. No, shut up, that's stupid. It's a collective of a lot of artists and a lot of different types of mediums, rappers, singers, visual artists, producers, engineers, live instrumentalists. Yeah, just, you know, we do it all. And honestly, like, everybody's an individual, but there's no ego. When it's time somebody needs something, we come together like the Avengers and be like, all right, we propping you up, we holding you down.
It's your moment right now.
Don't even worry about it. We've been doing events here in Columbia. The events are getting bigger. Even though we just did like our last show at Cuisine Coffee.
It was an amazing show. Y'all missed that show.
3 years ago, the very first show that we ever did, it was me and Eezy.
So y'all been rocking.
Yeah. We did that. So once they were like, okay, Miss Quaz like, this gonna be the last show, because it was just supposed to be my show.
Oh, okay.
But he didn't know, you know, what we want. So I was just like, well, no, this the last show. And me and Eezy gotta close it out again. You know what I'm saying? So that was a blessing that, you know, people came and showed up. So a lot of the artists that are part of Black Nerd Mafia that were there. It's just about community, uplifting the types of artists that you don't normally hear. A lot of us, most of us are conscious leaning, I would say. Most of us carry, you know, like I said, what I carry, we try to walk in love and you know, make sure that people don't feel alone in this world.
What does Black Nerd Mafia have coming up?
We will be at the Jubilee Festival. Sunshine Anderson's headlining.
Love Sunshine.
Yeah. And the Jubilee Festival, they come with it. Last year they had Tweet.
I was there. Yeah. I was right there on the side of the stage. She pointed at me and I was like, hey, girl.
No, I love Tweet too.
Me too. It's a Jubilee Fest.
September 21st, we have a set during Jubilee Festival. We're going to be on the main stage for Rosewood Festival.
Look at y'all.
We're going to do a night at Kroger Center. So that's going to be awesome.
Yes.
You know, it's a blessing to be able to like kind of move in spaces that, you know, artists like us or just people like us, Black people wouldn't necessarily get to be in. Yeah.
That's beautiful. And it's even more beautiful to be able to move with a community.
Right.
That y'all all have that same vision. Y'all get to move together. I always say, like, with my people and my brand is Creative Society, we're the round table.
Yeah.
We move together. There is no head of the table. There is none of that. We are a unit and we move as a unit. So I think that's beautiful. Yeah. So what is next for Tam?
I'm gonna drop some singles and I'm about to start slowly working on like an album. I'm in the band. We're gonna start working on an EP as well. I got an event at Art Bar August 16th.
This day before my birthday.
Look, I would tell you to come, but I know you be jet setting, so.
I'm gonna try though. I'm gonna try. You are such a great artist. I enjoy watching you perform. They're gonna get to enjoy watching you perform as well.
What's crazy is because I'm crazy, right? And I'm just set up like this. But so I have a show at Art Bar that I'm promoting and hosting. However, that same night, me and the band are gonna play New Brooklyn Tavern. And I'm gonna do it.
Because you that person.
I'm gonna do both. You know, like once they hit us up, it was like, yeah, come do New Brooklyn Tavern. Because again, spaces they don't necessarily let Black artists in. So I'm like, oh no,
you gonna show up?
Yeah, I'm not shutting neither one of these things down. We about to figure out both of these things.
Exactly.
Somebody be holding Art Bar down till I get over there. I'm going to New Brooklyn to act crazy.
Period. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So what are the songs you're gonna perform for us?
I'm going to do Better Days, Due Time, and I don't know if I can do Vibe 420.
Let's see. And let everybody know where they can find you.
Tam the Viibe, TAMTHEVIIBE is 2 eyes, because I can see. Thinking about changing it to 3, lighting it, you know?
No, that's right.
Streaming on all platforms, Tam the Viibe the same way. Follow me, come to the events.
Thank you, Tam. This was great. I really appreciate you. I can't wait to see you perform.
Thank you.
Don't know what I've been doing, legacy was never ruined. Toxicity I'm consuming, doing nothing for improvement. So I switch the plan and I switch perspective. Lack of self-love that rendered me ineffective. Anxieties inside of me had me open perspective. But the fight inside of me had turned my bells into lessons. In the blessings I am brightest, favorite nerd, and I am promised in my word that I was losing to endure. That tomorrow will be better. Live like they pray for me. James weighing me down and I'm just trying to be free. See, round and around and around we go. Till it don't stop, I think I know time. Praying for better days, praying for better days. Up and down, up and down. Struggle down this grind till we make no sound. Praying for better days. I feel your pain, we must maintain this normal past. I know the rains will come, the winds will blow, commanded all to go. Some things inside I just won't die, keep my soul alive. I know when God and grace resides, I can stop and back. I shut my trooper where my blessings, I can't tell no lies. You gotta walk on down and low before you see it. I say, hey, it's gonna okay, it's gonna alright, it's gonna just fine. No time. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna alright. It's gonna be just fine in due time. Had to cut the light on. I was in the dark. I was missing my God, in the park. In my frustrations, being in with y'all, learning nothing new, just the lessons I forgot. I look myself in the mirror, remembered who I was. Stop taking them excuses. I always up a cut. Sometimes I'm just too hard on me, don't think that I'm enough. I gotta learn to trust some things. There's a thing called love, so it's a cold, cold weather. Only tell you get your blanket. And if you got to cry, put your tears in a hanky. Listen, I live and listen stage and I live my way. And I ain't waiting, I ain't hate, I just knew how to pray. I stay down, despite it all, I pray for real. My peace is still. I'm a human being, living, breathing, feeling all my feels, fighting all my fears. So when I live for 100 years, I got something to tell the kids. And my tears make friends with my demons. Now we have to break up. Been running around Thursday, time to fill up my cup. We be sitting in our toxic till the numbers are done. So I'm smoking off this angst and I'm heating my cuts. I'ma grind it up and smoke it away. Oh, so all the breaks and bake, I need it today, yeah. So I'm gonna grind it up and smoke it away. Every day something but today's been a day. While my way, oh my way, like my way, sweat my way, like my way. Oh my way, like my way, so